What's up, foodies? It's your boy Shaun Mahlangu, and today I'm teaming up with Tag to give you guys my top favorite food shows on DStv. Let's go. Okay, before we get into this, guys, most of these shows are on the Food Network and some of them are on BBC Lifestyle, but a warning, please do not watch these shows when you're hungry because it's gonna be terrible. And before we get into this top 5, we have to cook, we have to eat. Let's cook. Okay, let's try this. Just appreciate that sauce. And now that our bellies are full, let's get into this top 5. My first favorite show, which is the show that got me into cooking, which inspires me every day and generally influenced my style, is Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives. This show is hosted by Guy Fieri, visiting the most popular diners, drive-ins and dive bars. I've never seen a person this enthusiastic about food. I've never. He really is amazing on the show. He interacts with the chefs in the back to know more about what makes these restaurants popular, what makes their food popular. This is a very fun show because he visits about 3 restaurants in each and every episode, getting to know the chefs, getting to know the background of the restaurant, how it started, and just getting into the culture of the restaurant itself, and meeting and interacting with the customers and hearing their reviews about the food itself. It's a really awesome show. It's a really fun show. I do recommend it. It is my number 1. We're gonna do this backwards. This is my number 1. And then number 2 is Guy's Grocery Games, aka Triple G. In this show, it's still the host, Guy Fieri, my fave. And in this show, he challenges chefs to showcase their culinary expertise in a grocery store. That's right, this show is shot in a grocery store. Sometimes they have to pick specific ingredients. Sometimes they have to go into a budget. This one time they had to make bolognese with under $15, which is actually ridiculous. I know we're working with rands, but you could tell that it was actually very challenging. And you can find both of those shows, Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives and Guy's Grocery Games, on the Food Network 175 on DStv. And then my third favorite show has to be Come Dine With Me South Africa. I don't know how many episodes I've watched of Come Dine With Me each and every day at 16:55. This show is so awesome, guys. It's literally 4 strangers get to meet up in a week. I think it goes over 3 or 4 days. They get to meet, and each and every one of them get to visit one person's house and have dinner with them. So it's not just about having dinner, your presentation and how you entertain your guests and how the food ultimately tastes. At the end of the night, they vote on how the person did based on their entertainment, based on the food, and based on the overall vibe of how it was at the person's house. And you can find this show on BBC Lifestyle. And then my 4th favorite show on Food Network is Chopped. Chopped is the most intense food competition show I've ever seen. It starts off as 4 chefs that are competing against each other. They're not just competing, they are competing with random ingredients. They provide them with random ingredients in a basket. Each and every time I see a chef open the basket, I see food that I've never seen before, or food combinations that don't even make sense. But at the end of the day, they have to use the culinary skills to make the food make sense, to make the food delicious, and to make it presentable, like the taste of the food and how you present the food. And it's a 3-round contest. It starts off as an appetizer, then goes into mains, and then goes into dessert. And then in dessert, it's just 2 against each other. And then at the end of the show, the winner wins the coveted Chopped Chef's jacket, and they win $10,000. How amazing is that? And then my last favorite show, which is not my least favorite show, has to be Restaurant Impossible, hosted by Chef Rob Irvine. This is a really touching show. It's a really wholesome show because Chef Rob goes around the US looking for restaurants that are on the brink of closing, that are on the brink of bankruptcy, that are on the brink of just shambles, guys. Just on the brink of like shutting down totally. Some of these restaurants, when the show starts off the bat, you can see that there's many things wrong with the restaurant. And the awesome part about this is that Chef Rob is going to help them bring their restaurant back to life. Not only bring the restaurant back to life, he's going to use $10,000 to do so, but he has to do it in 2 days. And this show is really amazing because it's not just about bringing the restaurant back to life, it's about bringing the owners back to life, bringing the managers back to life, because some of these people actually look sad. They look like they're about to quit their jobs, they look like they're about to sell their houses to make sure that the restaurant comes back to life, you know. And it's amazing how Chef Rob can turn things around with his team in a span of only 2 days. And at the end of the show, it's really just tears of joy. Even yourself on the couch, if you shed a tear, don't worry about shedding a tear because it is really a touching show. But yeah, guys, that was my top 5 favorite food shows on DStv. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully we can do a lot more of these videos. And yeah, that's it, foodies. Please do watch the shows and let me know, what is your favorite food show?